Hello, everybody. My name is Grace. My Sudanese name is Kapuki and Ria. And this is.
My name is Julia. My Sudanese name is Kiden. Kiden is the middle of the boys. I am born in a country called Sindiru. I'm from South Sudan.
Yes. And I was also born in South Sudan as well.
She's born
But
in Khartoum, Sudan.
yes, so we're going to get into Sudan a little bit and talk about a little bit of its facts if you haven't heard about the country or anything. But South Sudan is one of the youngest countries in the world as of right now. In 2011, in July, we gained our independence from North Sudan.
The meaning of Sudan is suit in Arabic, is black. Okay. And those people come from different places, just like white people come to America and they claim America belonged to them,
Colonization that happened
colonization.
there as well.
And that's the way they took Sudan out from the black people and they push all the black people to the south. And then they take the north. The war started. I am not born, but I am in the middle of the war. In the middle of the war, and then I lost my dad. I was young. I grew up in Khartoum. Basically, my brother brought us to Khartoum, and I grew up in Khartoum. I went to school in Khartoum, and I got married in Khartoum. And I come here to from Khartoum to Damascus, Syria, and then from Syria, I come to United States in my husband case.
I did want to ask a question really quick because I know you said a little bit previously that you wasn't really affected in a way because you was born right after the first Civil War, but I remember you telling me how like they basically forced you guys to read the Quran in school and had to speak Arabic as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one occurred because I was going to school in Khartoum, and that time the Christianity, basically the war between Muslim and Christian, this is really occurred because they need everybody, if you're black or white, you gotta be a Muslim or something like that in that time, and they force us at school to read the Quran. Even though I have to learn a lot of Quran, I know a lot of Quran. I can read it, I can write it not because I want to, but because we got forced to do it. Because that time there is not Christianity everywhere. Basically, we have to go complain to church to interfere, so that if the time for the classes for the Quran, they will let us out. So we will stay
That's
outside.
actually very interesting. I
Yeah,
actually never knew this. This
yeah.
is really
We
actually
have to stay outside, and then when the classes for the Quran is finished, then we will go inside the classes. So basically, we're going to be out at the classes until they finish. Then we will go in. Then, as the Christian, I know anybody who go to school in Khartoum, they can testify to that. We have to go to the church so they can teach us about the Bible every Saturday when there is no school. All of us who grew up in Khartoum, we did that. Like, you got to go to school for 5 days. They teach the Quran for 5 days, but we have to go to church to teach us about the Bible one time a week. And guess what, guys? That's the only thing that some people didn't talk about. If you did not pass your religion, if you from Khartoum, or I don't know, from Juba, but if you did not pass your religion, you're not going to go to first grade or second grade. You have to pass it. You say you're Muslim, you better pass your religion. You say you're Christian, you better pass your religion before you go to the next class. I don't care if you pass all the classes is great, but the religion you did not pass, you are not going anywhere.
wow. That's actually very interesting. Actually,
Yes.
I'm glad
Yes.
I brought that up.
Yeah. And I'm so happy that you asked that question.
So basically, whenever our segue basically to the US, how did that happen?
Your dad used to work for one of the guy in work with the government, and when they know that you are helping, that time I think they are helping people from south, and they want to get them. That's the way they do it. They kill you basically. So I tell my husband, Gracie was 3 days. She is just born 3 days. I tell my husband he can go and leave us here with the kid. He did not want to go, but I tell him to go. So he flee Khartoum and come to Syria. That's the reason why we stay in Sudan for 1 year and couple months before he brought us to Syria. And that time that I am by myself, taking care of my two kids, my lovely Grace got hit with the bus. I was going to work. I have basically One child in my shoulder is a brown, and the other child in my back. That's a true story. So I was holding Gracie here, and I'm holding Brown because my back got tired. So I took Gracie out from my back, and I put Gracie here, and then I'm holding Brown in my other hand, and then the car come and snatch my baby and throw it in the road, like basically busy road, guys. So her head is open from here all the way over in the front.
Yes, and I still have that scar to this
She
day.
still have that scar.
I honestly never knew this until I had to ask her about my scar, which is interesting,
Yeah.
crazy, but
So
also is
yeah.
yeah.
So I can tell you guys that the guy who hit Gracie, he took us to the hospital and then he ran out. That time I'm still smart. I am very smart, sharp. I put that number in my head very quickly, and I didn't write it down, but I know the number. So he just take us to the hospital and ran away. Gracie in the hospital, the surgery take like almost a whole day. Try to clean the glasses and the child when the child is little.
So
What they call
sensitive
it?
and
Yeah,
smart.
it's very sensitive. It's very sensitive. They told me my daughter is not gonna talk. They told me she's not gonna be walking. They told me basically if I see I cannot afford anything, I will let her go, but I refuse. I am only by myself. My husband is in Damascus, and I stay in the hospital for 6 whole months. They don't give you the bed for the mom to sleep. Basically, I will put Grace and I will put Brown in the other side, and I will sit up for 6 whole months until she got better. Then my brother, who is not here right now, he used to leave the college and go work and bring for us something that we need and stuff like that. Anywho, I fight the case. I got disappointed by a lot of people, including my husband friend, that they're supposed to be with me in the court, but nobody show up. I have this lady see me and talk to me and take my case. And when we win that case, that's the reason why we came to Syria after that. But this is the most horrible thing that 18 years old girl had to go through. That time I was just 18 years old when I have Grace. So when we come to Syria, we went through a lot of challenges. What I'm gonna talk to you guys another time in another video. So I'm gonna leave at that how we came from Sudan to Syria and from Syria to America, and under my husband case, basically.
I know for a fact my mom, with that hard story that she just told you, she wants us to come here and she wants us to be better than where she came from.
Yep.
So that was something that was very encouraged as well. And I am very appreciative. I'm grateful and I feel blessed to even be alive and to have a mom to advocate for me even whenever I was young, as a parent should. But at the same time, we wanted to tell you guys a little bit about our story and our upbringing, how we got here, the Sudanese community, but also the reason why that we made this podcast, or the reason why we made this channel, is because we have been dealing with a lot in our community as well. I feel like not only is it people outside of the community that is affecting South Sudanese people and their children, but it's also the people within the community that are also hurting our families and children. And we want to be the voices to basically help those people heal. And that's why we named this the healing table.
Yep.
We want this to be like an open platform in a way for everyone, anyone, tell their story. If you would like to share your story, there's a Google form. There's a link under the description box below. You can fill out that Google form when if you feel like it, no pressure. You can stay anonymous if you would like. You just share your story without any ties or anything being mentioned or connecting back to you. You can ask for advice, which we are very much basically here to do is give you advice. I would say that my mom is definitely a really good person to go to for advice. She is very well rounded and she had also progressed a lot. I feel like earlier on as a kid growing up, she was very like strict and I feel like very still traditional, very traditional. She's still traditional to this day, but I feel like she's more open. And I feel like we are trying to broaden the perspectives for parents and kids and help them in their relationships because we've been seeing a lot of death.
A lot of deaths. And we cry. We go to the funeral and we cry and we come back and we sit down and we're waiting for another death.
Yeah.
So,
All we're doing is just sitting and waiting and we
yep.
want to be
Yeah.
no more waiting. It's no more waiting.
No more
It's
waiting.
time for us to
No
use
more
our
waiting.
voice and actually try to make an impact and try to stop this very big toll that's being taken on
Yep.
our families.
Really, we want to help anybody out there who they're going through a lot, who they're thinking they don't know who to turn to. You guys can turn to us. If we can talk to your family and you guys can, we can bring you guys together and talk about the issues, that will be great. And if you want to talk by yourself, you want to heal your own self, that's good too. It's just as we have to stop hurting. We have to heal ourselves so we can move forward. The healing is not for the person who did something wrong. The healing is for you to get a better life and to move forward.
And I would also want to say we're not licensed therapists or anything, but we are here. We have experiences that we can adhere to and add to, and stories to tell. And we've been through enough as separate individuals that we can come together, and we feel like we can definitely help a lot of people with our experience as
Experience.
well.
Yep.
So, just like my mom, she has helped a lot of people. I've known throughout my whole entire life, our house has been full of kids all the time during the summertime, anytime, always.
And
Anybody is welcome here. She's always an open book and open hands to especially helping kids. She used to be a foster
foster
parent as
mom.
well. And I remember that time, which was a very great time, I feel like, in my life. If you want to talk about a little bit about your foster experience
Yeah.
and yeah, and why
So,
you decided to.
yeah. So, first of all, I want to say that there is a little story that I want to tell just a little bit. There is this little girl. Her parents tell me that this girl, she is not good. She is that. She is this. I told her to send the baby to me. And the girl is, I think that time she's 17 or 18. And I brought her here. I'm telling you guys, this girl, my kid even is scared to sleep. They're thinking
Yes.
that's the way the parents told her that she
Yes.
is.
I'm not gonna lie. When my mom was telling me this, I was like, I'm not sure if I can sleep at night because I know that there's a crazy person living in this house. But
So my kid does sleep, they're scared. But in the end of the day, it was the opposite.
complete opposite.
Opposite, guys. If I say this opposite, basically the girl is just hurting. She needs somebody to listen. She needs somebody to talk to. So what I did, this girl stayed with me for almost 3 years. I put her to school, even though I have to go to 4 different schools. I do it in the morning, and I pick them up until she graduated from high school. So that's just a little story. The rest of them is gonna come later.
Yeah.
How I become a foster parent. I feel like I grew up without my mom close to me. I know that when I was 12 years old, because I used to call my brother actually. I don't know if I tell my kid that, but I know I tell my kid a lot of stories. So I used to call my brother, if you from my tribe, I am from Sindiro. They used to call me Kidena Moro. Who is Moro? Guys, it's my brother, it's not my dad, okay? And because he brought me when I was little, I didn't know he's not my father. So how did I know he is not my father? His wife, he used to beat me up to death when I said mom and dad. And I don't understand what is that, why she is hatred when I call her. Finally, my brother one day told me, oh no, I'm not your dad. Huh? You are not my dad. Who are you? So I remember I cried for 4 days that I want to know. They have to take me to my dad or my mom. I do not care anymore. And I was figuring it out like everything that they've been doing to me, just because they're not my parents. I get that. He have to bring a lot of elder people. They take me to to my dad's cemetery. They say, I'm not your father, but your father is buried here. They take me to the graveside.
I feel like that's so traumatic. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, yeah.
that's
This is
crazy.
yeah. So they take me over there. This is your daddy. He died in 1983 and he buried here. I said, huh. Is it that's the reason why I have to be beaten in his life, even though I did not do anything wrong? My other brother, he will spit. He will put the spit in the ground and he will send you to the store. I am telling you guys, I went through the hell. Okay, he will spit in the floor, and if that is spit dry, with the heat in Africa, if that is spit dry, he get beat up after he come back. Yeah. So I become to understand that, oh, that's the reason why what I'm going through because of 1, 2, 3. And there is a words of them to come, words of my story. I'm gonna tell you guys every episode. I'm gonna tell you guys little from what I live over right now. I need you guys to next time. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm not, and when I come here, I feel like if I'm helping another child, because I was a child that got neglected by the world, and I don't understand what is going on through me, and I feel like if I help any child, it gives me a little bit of relief. I become better. I become very stronger. I become a good mom. I become a mom for those kids. I'm telling you guys, when they're taking my pastor kid from my house, they cry. They don't want to leave.
It was so sad every time.
It was so sad every time when they have to leave our family. They had to go somewhere because I love them just like my kid. And I remember my daughter, she used to say, Mommy, Christian is not your baby. I'm your baby, mommy. My name is Joy. I'm your baby, mommy. Christian is not your baby. I was like, all of you, my kid, no. She will cry. So foster care, it give me joy. It make me happy that I help another kids out there. My kids become to realize that in this life, it's not only by just them. Is there is other people out there. There is a people out there they can't afford to eat, they can't afford to sleep, they can't even have a peace of mind because some kids they got molested, they got messed up since they are little, and they don't know. So that foster care it make me feel like I give those kids comfort and I give them place to sleep peacefully without scare because some of them they'll go through trauma. And that trauma it teach me a lot. It teach me a lot how I'm gonna talk to my kid if I see anything wrong, how I'm gonna cooperate with them, how I'm gonna bring them to the table to talk to them. And that teach me a lot. It teach me a lot. That's how I become a pastor mom and I am so proud of it. Yes.
And I would say, like, for me, in my experience, when we had the foster kids, it was honestly one of the best experiences that I've had. Like, each set of kids that did come and stay here, they felt like family.
Yep.
Sorry, my voice is a little shaky. It's sad sometimes thinking about it because you built such a strong connection with those kids as well as a kid, too. And I think it was a really good representation on my mom's part for like us because it showed us that we can continue to be caring and be empathetic, not only to well to everybody,
Yeah.
and spread that love
The love and
to
care.
everybody because you don't know who is going through what.
Yep.
So it's always good to be nice and caring towards anybody. So I really thank her for that, bringing that
Yeah.
into our lives as well and teaching us how to care because I feel like a lot of people don't show that
At
they
all.
care, and that's a lot of issue too. I feel like in our community as well from the parent side. So,
Actually, let me add a little thing. One of my friends called me, you want to be a who? Madam Teresa, and the other name is
Madam Teresa.
Teresa, and
Yeah,
and there is another name is what?
I don't know what
She
that is
called me
either.
something else. She called me. She always called me something else. Oh, you want to be? You the one put yourself in that. I was like, I don't even know how I'm doing but God put it on me all the time. Like I will say, I'm not taking anybody. I'm not gonna care about anybody. Next thing you know, I'm in another place, and I have to help, and I don't complain about it. So that
And I also wanted to add, I'm very thankful and grateful that I have such an active mother in my life because I know that not everybody has somebody like that in their lives, and we want to be that person for them.
yep.
So, as you can tell, I'm very passionate about this.
I
But
know you are, and I'm so grateful to have a daughter like that. I know we went through thick and thin, and I always, when she do something wrong, I will punish her, and then I will come and talk to her after that, and we're gonna see what is forward. And that's the mother you had to be. Punish your child, tell her that you're wrong for this, but don't take it too long to come to her and say, you know what? If we can do one, two, three, it is better than do it six and four and five. If you have to put your knee down for your child, don't feel bad. Oh, I am a parent. What it can go wrong? A lot of can go wrong. A lot of can be fixed just by a little act that you acted from inside your heart. God is gonna put it in her and him heart that your parents is really love you so much. If they don't love you, they're not gonna bend with the knee because you're not supposed to bend to anybody but only God. But your kid can let allow you to do anything that can make my child to be happy, for us to be close together, to talk about anything that we go through. I will do it. I don't mind. And I don't feel bad and I don't regret and I don't apologize for it. So now we're gonna end with this, and we're gonna come and start the episode.
Yes. So we will be talking about a lot of topics, and I hope you guys tune in to each episode. We're going to be hopefully healing everyone around the world at this.
Yep.
We're going to catch you guys next time, and God bless.
God bless you guys.